Today on the Jujitoine Podcast. I wish there was a schedule where men's open start at 10 p.m. I'll just chill until then. I don't want to see the bikini. I don't want to see figure. I don't want to see wellness. Maybe wellness. Because wellness, they have big butts.
I had an idea for an April Fool's joke for my company next year. Smelling salts? Injectable And I'd make it look real, like I'd post on it, be like, Injectable not available.
Once I retire, I'd like to have like the chair side split within like a little bit over or under a year.
You'd be the most muscular man that has ever done chair splits.
Yeah, maybe. Well, you're the one right now.
I am number one right now.
Here we go. Another Jujitoine episode on the internet. All across the world. You're wearing
all across the world on the internet.
I know. All across the interwebs.
It's a redundant.
I know. It's a double. What is it called? What's the name for it?
I don't know. I have a book full of them over here from George Carlin.
Really?
I think he found more than anyone. Yeah. It's actually really funny. There it is.
John Carlin.
I think this is he's a comedian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he wrote books too. Let me just read these out loud. This is a good way to start the podcast. So
yes,
he's got them everywhere in this book. He's got a bunch of them. Let me find real quick. Well, here's some favorite oxymorons.
Oh, morons! Goddamn morons!
Oxymorons. Original copy.
Yeah, it's contradictive, right? Yeah.
How about new tradition? Uninvited guest. If you really think about these, it's like uninvited guest. When you see what I'm saying, like, live recording, because the recording is in the past and live recording.
God damn it!
Did you ever think about these? True replica.
No, you're breaking the fracture of my universe right now.
Yeah. How about elevated subway?
What the fuck is that?
It's the train's underground and it's elevated, so it's like, huh? But he's got one of those like words that are like redundancies. They're hilarious. You'll never.
What's the first one you said that was pretty good before new tradition? They were all good, man.
New tradition.
There was one before that. It was kind of what?
Yeah, that one. Let me see if I can find this book. What was this? Unnecessary words. Yeah, that's funny too. Oh, original copy.
Yeah.
Because the copy is not the original.
No.
The original copy.
It's like my brain wants to go somewhere. I just can't get there.
Yeah. All right. Well, when I look for these, I'll scan the book and see them. But
yeah, we're just talking about the Olympia right now.
Yeah, we're making fun of the Olympia. That's what I wanted to mention. Is I used to think it was stupid when people went to the Olympia and just sit in their hotel room and watch it. And then I went to the Olympia and sat in the audience. And I've been to the Olympia event like three times now. And then the last time I went, I sat in a hotel room. I think I watched day one. You weren't competing. That was last year.
Yeah.
But then I understood. It was me, Chris Tuttle, and Evan were sitting in the hotel room watching while it was like down the street. And I was like, now I understand why those guys were watching this shit from their hotel room in Las Vegas.
I know, it's funny because I've always tried to watch it live as a fan of bodybuilding. You want to do that. And then I realized I've never really fully enjoyed I never enjoyed the whole thing. And so now this year I'm like, you know what? I'm going to watch the prejudging, the first 3 call-outs of the Open on Friday. I'm going to watch the first call-out of Classic and maybe the first call-out of 212, but I think Sean Clarita is just going to kick everyone's ass. So it's like, whatever. I already know he's going, right? So so that will be Friday. And I'm talking about in my hotel room, my stream. That's it. And then on Saturday, we could watch the routines of a Classic a little bit and Open while we're doing other things. And then watch the awards to see who's going to win. Because I want to know as it happens who's winning. I don't want to go on Instagram and see a post from some guy who's like, did a copy paste screenshot of something somewhere, right? In some of these bullshit accounts. So So that's what we're gonna do. Is like, because the thing is, you go live, unless you have like these seats. Like in 2020, I bought like seats from my friend Salim. He has like 4 seats behind the judges. It's been grandfathered to him that he can buy every year, and he buys them every year just to have them. And it was like $1,000 each seat or something. It was crazy. So I bought them for my first Olympia. Dorian, Rachel, and another person that's not in my life anymore. And yeah, so that was fine, right? But unless you're sitting right behind the judges, you're sitting on the side there. It's not comfortable. You're on like a plastic chair, or like a little because we're bodybuilders. We need like comfiness.
Well, the thing is, it's really late at night, and if you're at the Olympia, the expo, you've probably been there hustling around, walking around all day, doing this in Las Vegas, blah, 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 blah. And then you're going to go sit in a hard chair. I mean, I think they were like my chair. I was literally fucking sitting in like a hard plastic chair.
A long chair, like a wrestling chair.
And it was started at 6:30 at night, and men's open didn't even start until like 11:15. So you can imagine. Like we were hustling to get there early because there's other things we had to do in a busy day. And then we're sitting in a hard plastic chair in the dark. And it's just like you're watching this shit for 6 hours. How many times I got up to pee? Like the 3rd time you get up to pee during a dinner, you've been there too long. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, and this was like that feeling when you've been at a dinner too long. You're like, oh my God, can I just go home? That's the way it felt at the Olympia. When I was watching it, I was like, why is it still going?
I know. I wish there was a schedule where, the men's open start at 10 p.m. I'll just chill until then. I don't want to see the bikini. I don't want to see figure. I don't want to see wellness. Man, maybe wellness. I'm joking. Taylor's right there. Because wellness, they have big butts. And, so men's physique, like, there's so much stuff. There's stuff for everybody. But I personally, for me, fell in love with bodybuilding. And bodybuilding is like the open guys, the 212, and classic. I like classic because they're like a bunch of Frank Zanes up there, right? Doing like really cool routines and artistic poses. I like that. But unless you have a really good seat in the front, you're on the side. So what do you end up doing? You break your neck. You look up at the screen, a huge pixelated screen. So why not?
Because you can't fucking see the little ants on the stage, so you end up just looking at the big screen over here anyway.
Yeah. And God forbid you have Shaq sitting in front of you. You're not going to see shit. Because Shaq comes to the Olympia every year, usually. That's why I say that. But he's in the front.
Is he?
Yeah. So it's like, man, you're going to have a way better experience as a fan and a viewer, unless you got the crazy seats, like I said. If you're at home. Shaq. Or you're Shaq. You're gonna have a better experience at home watching this on your couch or in your bed, eating your meals in your PJs. This is the way to go. So this year, Juju and I will be there at the same time. So I don't know what you have planned, but we could just hang out while everybody's on those plastic chairs, and we do other things. We'll let it play in the background, and then like, oh shit, okay, it's men's open. Then we look,
kind of like watching a football game.
Yes,
or hockey game.
Yeah, exactly. People, they hang out with, they eat chicken wings, and they just talk, they play pool. Dude, that would be the best. Don't you think? We go to not a bar because I'm in recovery, but we go somewhere. There's like food. There's like people. There's a pool table. There's like darts. Dude, darts. Darts, man. Yeah, darts.
So we're at like a bar environment without the alcohol, watching the Olympia like these guys watch sports.
Exactly. So you play pool, you play darts, maybe ping pong, and then there's like those TVs on you order chicken wings.
Yeah.
From those waitresses with short skirts, like in Hooters. Oh, dude, that'd be perfect.
Hooters.
Have you ever went to Hooters? I never went to Hooters.
Yeah, I've been there about 2 or 3 times as a kid. When you're a teenager, your friend's dad, who's 10 years younger than your dad, thinks it'd be cool to take the 14 and 15-year-old kids to Hooters, because he knows that they're already kind of like looking around, and it's just like it impresses the teenagers. They're just sitting there with these girls walking around. They're like 5 years older than you, so it's just like, you know what I mean?
I know. Were they really sexy though? Like, because it's a typical stereotype.
Florida, they were.
In Florida, they were.
Oh,
Damn.
fuck yeah. When I went, you
Yeah.
know, this, of course, this isn't everywhere in Florida, but I think I went to Hooters in freaking Miami when I was like 14 or 15 when Hooters was still a thing.
Mm.
And in Miami, Florida, it was like, holy
Miami,
shit.
yeah.
These are like supermodels.
Yeah, not as much as our wives, right? Though, right?
Hey, it's up to the all Taylor has to do is put on a Hooters uniform and get a corset.
Amazon.com Hooters uniform.
That's Antoine's. That would be weird if that was your fetish. Okay.
Yeah, Hooters restaurant. You're gonna smell like grease and French fries.
Ooh, I like it when you put those Hooters orange track high school short shorts and the really tight Spanx white top
with an owl on it.
With an owl on it, yeah.
Yeah.
Low cut.
Hoot. Is Hooters a nickname for boobies? Is that a thing? Is that what it is? Or
Yeah.
why is there now? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Or French. So yeah,
yes,
going back to the Olympia, we're in this environment. We're watching this. This would be the best thing. Or you hang out like in one of your friends' big houses. Like we all go hang out like at Doran's house. It's on the TV. We're all having fun. There's darts for some reason. Randomly, there's darts. And then we're just hanging out.
Everywhere you go in every story for the rest of this podcast, there's darts.
There's darts. Yeah, it's a dart game. Taylor, do we have darts here? I own darts at some point. I remember in my life I own them. I got to buy more darts. When I move, I'm going to buy darts. So, yeah. So,
You're a real bodybuilder. You have a dartboard, and there's like, you go in, it's just a bunch of syringes all over the dartboard.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You go to your buddy's house, and a dartboard is just fucking stacked full of them, and you're like, I knew you were running something new.
That's funny.
You gained 20 pounds. The dartboard shows it.
I'll show you right now. Still have it. Okay. This. Instead of this, you have a board with like different things to do, like to film videos, and then you throw a blindfold dart randomly, and then you can pick like different subjects to combine.
Yeah,
it's like those cards that say like you pick a card and then the next card completes it, and it's kind of funny. What's it called? You get Humanity games. Taylor, what's the game of the humanity Cards Against Humanity? Yeah, that's pretty funny. Try to make the best combos. But
speaking of combos, are you ready for redundant words?
Yes.
Okay, I found it. Advanced warning. Wait a minute. Do we both not get? Oh, I get it. It took me a second myself.
Oh yeah, because it's already there.
Yeah,
it's already before. Yeah. Okay.
About execution styled killing.
Yes,
because executing.
Yeah, it is
future. Gather together.
Yeah, gather together.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. Total abstinence.
Total is everything. Abstinence is nothing.
Total is everything.
Abstinence is like everything too.
Abstinence means that it happens sometimes. So there's
abstinence means it's without. I think abstinence means like, because for example, me, I have a total abstinence from drugs. Means that I am without it all the time.
Right. So the reason,
But that's why total is useless, because abstinent means all the time.
Exactly.
Okay. We got it. We got it.
Yeah. Some of these are pretty tough.
I know.
Join together.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit here. Okay, how about this? Words and phrases we should have. Re-go, to return somewhere. We're going to re-go somewhere.
Oh, instead of return, we re-go. Oh, so stuff that doesn't exist that should exist.
Yes, these don't exist. Unpark. to drive away.
Yeah. Unpark your car. You're right. It should exist.
How about firmth? Like firmness? Firmth? Like girth? Firmth?
Yeah, firmth. He's got a good firmth on him.
Okay. That's enough.
That's funny though. So this guy, he's pretty smart because I think with these comedians, they do a lot of writing, obviously, and I hear a lot about it because I listen and watch the Joe Rogan podcast, and sometimes will just watch a whole podcast on stand-up comedy, and I'm just listening, right? Because I just for some reason now I like hearing their voices in the background. It's just something that I've done so many times. I just like it, except when it's like a random subject I don't like. But I like when he talks about stand-up comedy because it's interesting, and also when people are passionate about something, it doesn't really matter if it's not something you do, as long as it's not too boring. You'll find it interesting. You'll like to hear about it if you hear somebody passionate about something. Like if somebody would describe to me like a ping pong very passionately, I'd be like, "Yeah, more about ping pong," you know?
Well, yeah, I see what you're saying, though. I try to do the same thing. Sometimes it's hard to stick with it when it's like totally out of your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
But if you're good, like you said, like talk about ping pong, it's like, what does this ping pong player experience that I never experienced, but maybe I do in my own way? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah.
You would never learn that yourself, like they learned it because they're a ping pong player. But it's kind of like they're thinking outside your box. You see what I'm saying?
I think because we were doing tricking before, well, you still do it a little bit, but when we're building our roster of moves, right? We were drilling things over and over again, feeling that we were like nailing it. So when I see like people nail like skateboard tricks, bicycle stuff, or even like if somebody would like repetition on a ping pong, do some crazy trick, like for like to do some type of like hit or something, I don't know what you call that, but anything like that, I can 100% relate. Or a martial art thing you drill over and over again that you finally perfect it. It's like that's why I think maybe we can appreciate a lot of weird things more than most people because we know the hustle and the grind of like failing 1,000 times before getting it. Yeah. So
the way I describe some of the move progressions to people is, all right, so you got a single and a double, say like a single kick, double kick, or like a single cork, double cork. All right, now imagine that the only way to go from a single to a double is like going from a 400-pound deadlift to an 800-pound deadlift with no weights in between. You have a fixed 400-pound bar and a fixed 800-pound bar. You cannot train with the weights in between those two total loads. How do you do that?
Yeah, and the thing is,
that's like learning.
I know the crazy thing is that in between those two, let's say if you want to jump, you have to jump from 5 meters to 10 meters, whatever. It's impossible. But by the time you get 10 meters, you're going to land 6, 7. But with the double cork, you crash. You crash in between every time. You know what I mean? There's no way you can avoid getting hurt doing it. So it's just a crazy thing. Yeah. So pretty much people listening, a single cork is you go horizontal by kicking a leg up. You'll turn one time horizontal and then land on your legs again. A double, you throw a leg up, you turn 2 times, and then you horizontal, then you land. So it's really hard.
So here's the answer to the riddle for the people listening, and they miss something there. So it's this: it's how do you go from a 400-pound deadlift to an 800-pound deadlift without training the weights in between? You get really good at 400, and then you crash 800, and then you go back and get even better at 400. And then you don't crash 800 one day. So it's just like when you're drilling a single, you have to do it over and over, better. You're getting better at that one. And then you crash a double sometimes, you know, but you crash it less and less as you get better at doing 400.
I would love to see that as a science project. You grab somebody who can deadlift maybe like 405 or for like an easy 15 reps. Okay. Then you make him try 800 pounds. He won't do it. That's the only thing he can do. He can either do 405 or 800. Will he ever get to 800? And how long would it take? Right?
I don't know. It's tough. It depends on how hard the move is. Like, you know, if you were going from a, 300, yeah. It's fun to think about though, you know?
It's interesting because there's no like in between. The only thing you could probably do is that if you get a mat, you go to a gymnastic place, and then you just practice like a quarter turn more, then a half a turn more. And you just work your way up like that. But if you do it on the grass, like we were doing, I didn't do much plyo floor. Maybe with Cobb and Sherbrooke when I was a little bit younger, we had this shirt gym, whatever. You've seen a few videos there. I don't remember if you went there actually with us or not. But
I never went to that one, I don't think.
No. Yeah, so we had that play. I went like a handful of times, but if not, it was on the grass. And for some reason, I don't know if you. I think I got that from you. That's your fault, Juji. So I learned. Yeah. Listen to that. So I learned the gainer on the grass, right? Mm-hmm. And the day I learned it, I was like, Juji does it on concrete. It's more hardcore on concrete. So I did my first day I did gainers, I did it on concrete. A gainer is a backflip going forward. So I was like, why like concrete was like more hardcore? Just I think it's the risk.
It is
and reward.
hardcore.
Yeah, it's like risk and reward, right? If you crash on concrete, you hurt yourself way more than grass. So it was like a flex you would do it on concrete.
Exactly. No, it was just because it looked more hardcore because it was. But wait, what I was stupid enough for a little while there to actually think training on concrete was the right way of training to do tricks on concrete.
Really?
You know, So I was actually out there doing training sometimes. It's like, no, all the best tricksters just train on plyo floor, and when they go in a grass session, they're just better because they're training in the right environment. You know?
Oh no.
Yeah, but my dumbass at 16 and 17 actually thought, oh yeah. I just naturally knew that concrete hurt, so I just went to grass as the in between.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Or I think we talked about this before, but remember when like we were tricking everywhere all day during gatherings for some reason? Because now we periodized our
couldn't last. Well. Me and you couldn't last as long as them because we were bigger than them.
I was trying, but I was hurt after one session. So we would do one session on the grass. A normal person who does a workout will stop there, right? You do one workout of weights a day, for example, or two if you're Arnold back in the day, whatever. But when we're doing tricking, the martial arts stuff, for some reason, we get so excited to be together and doing this, we would do a session in the grass, and then we'd go somewhere on the way to somewhere else. We'd do like stuff on concrete. Let's say we go to a buffet, and then for some reason we like go in a circle after the restaurant, and some of us would like bust moves in the parking lot, like after eating.
I remember that. I think it was peer pressure. Like they were doing it on concrete, and then I felt peer pressured, so I tried some stuff too. I remember it was after a meal in a mall in Toronto. Yeah. Remember that? I had a tackle box full of pills that was like this big I brought with me and went right through fucking customs. And I was a 19-year-old kid or 18 or 19-year-old kid. And dude, like I remember them asking me so many questions about these pills at the airport. And I was just like, oh no, that one's a vitamin here and this is a vitamin there. And looking back, I'm like, I'd be paranoid as fuck if they were looking through my medicine box now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. What year was that? Was it 2006?
2006, yeah.
The year you were like hanging out in my house and stuff?
Yeah. I think so, yeah. But I remember, that grass session out there, and then after eating at a mall or something, they like start doing tricks on the mall floor in the middle of the mall, and I'm like, I'm going to do them too. After eating?
Yeah, 2006, you were already pretty like getting a good amount of size on you, right?
I was
training weights.
Yeah. I was growing slowly, yeah.
Yeah. And these guys were like 5'5", 135 pounds.
Yeah, they were all Lego-legged, 135-pound, 5'5" dudes.
Yeah, one that was really impressing me that I realized that I'm not built for this is when I saw Crazy Asian in person doing stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea when I was describing the 5'5", 135-pound Lego leg dude was like, people
Asian.
like
Crazy Asian was the nickname of this guy on Juji's forum, I think. And when we met in person, I was like, this guy is doing all these crazy snappy kicks and twists and flips. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not built for this.
You're way too big.
Yeah, 2006, I was already like a bodybuilder, right? Competing. I was like, man, I got to give this shit up, I think. I tried a few times after that. I think that the heaviest I did good tricks was 265. I did some stuff in the backyard. That was it.
That's ridiculous. That's fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah, that was it. You know, but the best video is NS4. For those who didn't see that yet, type NS1V on YouTube. You'll find Juji's masterpiece. It's on my YouTube for some reason because you didn't have YouTube back then. So we put on my... Yeah. So, go see that. Yeah, that's funny. I think are we becoming like old people that talk about stuff we did, and then even if we talked about it like a few months ago, we talk about it again.
Sam was telling me the other day about me and you. She was like, "Yeah, you guys are getting old. Just listen to you guys talk sometimes." She said that. She's like, "I could tell you both getting old because you're much more bitter than you used to be about new people."
Oh, us? That's
hilarious. Yeah.
Oh man,
I thought it was pretty funny. I was like, "No."
I think I'm pretty enthusiastic about new people if they're not annoying.
Yeah. But we're still talking about like shit from 20 years ago,
I know, because Taylor had a good example because Taylor's grandfather is 90 years old now, and she used to go hang out with him at the cottage every summer, multiple times summer, and every time he would meet up with his friends, they said the same stories, right? But what's your explanation of why old people do that?
They just need something to talk about. There's not lots going on. And then they also see a bunch of people they aren't sure who they've told the story to. So I heard the same story probably 6 times in one summer. And no one says, "Oh, I've heard this before."
They just let it go.
It's just something to talk about.
Yeah, did you hear that?
Yeah, I actually heard it.
Yeah, so it's like...
I think the first part was something I didn't think about. It's because they don't have as much going on.
I know. Wait a minute. Do we have not as much going on?
I was just worried about that. I got a lot going on, and so do you, man. I see how much both of us are doing. I'm like, oh my God.
I guess there is more. Like, I mean, you're traveling a lot. You're doing way more than me in that sense. But I feel like I'm not going places as much, and I'm not doing like, I'm working more, I guess. Because in the past, I just thought more about like, hey, how can I make this better? My body is, I wasn't doing much more than just like training or doing things with friends. I was doing like a lot more collabs back then. Like I was doing stuff with Johnny Shreve, Mike Johnson, Frank McGrath. I was traveling. I was training with like random people sometimes. Right now, you wouldn't pay me to do a collab with somebody I don't really want to hang out with, right? You're different than me. I should do it, but when I might start to do it more? I think when I retire from bodybuilding, competitive bodybuilding, I think I'll go see Guy Storino. I'll go see even James in the UK. I would go see Evan Santopani because it's like, what else am I going to do now regarding bodybuilding, right? It's going to be more in my head acceptable to like go do these things because now it's like I'd rather be home and like get my meals in, train, get a good routine going on, and then in my head prepare for like the prep that's coming. And in prep, I'm not gonna travel unless it's for work. So I think I think I will do more collabs in the future than I've been doing.
I think for what I do, traveling and collabs is more part of my job, whereas actually building your body and competing is the larger part of your job.
It's still a big part of my job.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
See, I don't have to do that. You know what I mean? So I don't have to, because I did, the 2 years I competed last year and the one before, I remember I locked shit down for like 6 months beforehand. You know what I mean? I was just like, no travel, no nothing. I just sat in here and bodybuilded because I was like trying to get it perfect for competition. So, and definitely when you're prepping, it's like,
did you make less money?
Yes, I did.
Oh no!
Yes, I did. I made a lot less money. So, yeah.
Less views, everything.
No. I mean, just I noticed the audience that was watching my videos during that time was also like, man, it's just like a lot of bodybuilding videos. You kind of used to do everything, and so this year, I kind of went back to trying different things and doing more of which is what I really wanted to do anyway. I mean, not that I didn't want to compete, but it's not like I didn't like doing all the random shit,
Yeah, for sure.
I like both. But yeah, I understand when you're competing, man, you're on lockdown.
I know. And the thing is also, I think I would be less afraid of like doing random shit and getting hurt. I won't care about getting hurt as much. If I tweak something, I'll just won't train my tricep for 2 weeks. I won't care. But now it's
I have a question for you. I got a question for you. I'm really interested. You've had to have thought of this. When you retire from bodybuilding, and I'm going to guess it's probably within 2 or 3 years,
Yeah.
What type of training would you do afterwards? Would you continue just to do bodybuilding, but just maintain kind of what you've built with a lower volume of work? Or are you like, man, you know what? I really want to like sprint or do strongman stuff. Like, is there something, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I've actually thought about this before. I think I'm going to be in the gym, I guess almost every day still, or maybe 4 times a week. But the cool thing is that I won't have to fucking care about form as much. You know those old guys, forms, like the technique.
I was going to say, you better care about forearms.
I know, of course.
Yeah, of course. Forms are the best.
Gripgenie.com. And
Frank would be happy if you heard that, I'm sure.
Yeah. And yeah, so you know those old people doing like barbell rows and like, what is this guy doing? And not carrying.
Oh, that's you?
I'll be able to do that.
Ego lifting?
No, just like I'll be able to take like two plates. I just fucking king, like Ronnie does. Yeah. You know, maybe if my back doesn't allow it, but like I'll be like, I won't have to like really think about choosing my exercises to work every part of the backs, the lats, the lower lats. I'll be able to just fucking train back. Yeah. You know, I won't have to train for like isolate every muscle group unless it's like I'm doing chest or whatever. I'll do whatever I want. That's gonna be fun. And I'm also gonna start because I like the progression thing too. So I'm probably gonna start doing jiu-jitsu again, like when I was a teenager, just to like have something to discipline to go to and to like go up. You know, like I'm a yellow belt. You know, so something to start as a beginner again. It's always good. I'll be able to do more yoga, more than just once a week. Yeah. Because now if I do too much yoga, I lose weight. I'm dehydrated. So now I'll be able to just like do that and like just eat up after to gain the weight back if I want, and just drink more Gatorade with sodium if I want. It doesn't matter, right? But everything has to be revolved around bodybuilding. Right. So there's a lot of things I can't do because I have to do bodybuilding. So all these other things I'll be able to do.
So it's almost like you're still going to be lifting weights and you're still like going to be doing a lot of the same exercises, but now you can create whatever workout split you want. If today you want to do back and then rear delts and fucking hamstrings for no reason, or if you just want to just be able to just row, bend over barbell row, not care about whether it's isolating the back perfectly for hypertrophy, you know?
I know, because now it's like I'm
basically
all about
just
like,
fucking train like an animal.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll be able to go in the gym, for example, or go outside during the summer, just grab my hammers that I have here, grab something else, and do like a workout for like shoulder workout with like random stuff like that, like rotational movement training. Right? It's really good for the shoulders, but now it's like I only do it for warm up. I'm like, man, you could go outside, do the flow ropes, the hammer swings. You could bring a kettlebell in the sun and just work out. It's kind of cool. But now I'm going to do this. Doran would be like, "Why are you doing this? You got to recover."
It's not just what he would say. Like it literally wouldn't work for you anyway.
No, I know.
People listening, some of them probably like, I don't know, man. Look at these guys who built these physiques doing this. It's like, yeah, but they're not a top 15 fucking Olympia bodybuilder, man.
I know.
If you're just a pro not just a pro, but if you're a pro bodybuilder, like there's different tiers of pros.
There are.
And you can't just go out there in the sun and fucking swing a kettlebell and expect to be able to build muscle the same way. No. Just look at all the best. They train a certain way for a reason. You know what I mean? They're training on machines for a reason.
Yeah. Another goal I'm going to have is unless somehow I find a time, which I could, it wouldn't bother me from my bodybuilding to find the time to do that. But it's like once I retire, I'd like to have like the chair side split within like a little bit over or under a year. Just try to get it. Just like because now I could like focus on that and be like, oh, at 40 years old, I could do chair splits.
You'd be the most muscular man that has ever done chair splits.
Yeah, well, you're the one right now with the title.
I am number one right now.
You are.
I think I am.
Yeah, I think you are for sure. And because I've always thought like, oh, it would be cool for me and you to both do the chair splits with like whatever, something overhead, you know, to make it look cool. It would just be a cool thing like to do for me. So just things like that. I'll be able to like focus on stuff like that because once you retire, there's so many doors opening. I know it can be a little bit like, oh my God, who am I? You know, now who am I if you were only bodybuilding? But bodybuilding is my life right now, part of it. But there's so much other stuff that I can do in my head. because I'm not just a bodybuilder. Because before that, I was already doing stuff that wasn't bodybuilding, tricking, this martial arts stuff, and you know, we both started not even as bodybuilders.
Right.
So I could just go back to being what I was before.
I think that's one of the hardest things as you get more and more advanced as an athlete, no matter what athlete you are. After a while, just like the things that work can be very monotonous, and just like it's worse for certain things. Like Olympic lifting that's got to be the worst thing in the world. Oh, yeah. I hate Olympic lifting. I can't see.
Like 4 lifts.
Respect to the guys that are strong in it, but I am not built to be that bored. You literally, like, you don't get to do very much, you know. It's clean and snatch and jerk.
Yeah, that's it. There's 3 movements they do.
Yeah, it's fucking monotonous training. Very monotonous.
There's no pump.
No.
And there's like the heavyweight is like it's heavy just because the movement's hard.
Yeah.
Because deadlift is heavy because it's heavy. But you won't like move 600 pounds overhead.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess some people just get really high off the feeling they get when they do those movements well, but I don't know. They never look happy.
They never look happy.
They never look happy. I don't know any of them that.
Yeah, have you ever seen a guy doing snatches and jerk and cleans, like super happy? Yeah, I'm happy. I don't think I did. No. Even powerlifters, like, do I really see powerlifters like really like super pumped up? I think I do. I saw Omar the other day with this girl, Jessica. They were happy to be doing deadlifting. They were in a good mood, talking and stuff. So I think it's possible. Yeah. I've never seen like an Olympic weightlifter joking around.
Yeah, because you can watch a couple guys like getting some squats in and some deadlifts, and they're still like kind of there. You could tell if they're having a good time. They're getting into it. They're getting psyched up, you know. But with the Olympic lifts, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like you don't see that same type of atmosphere around them when they train.
Do they have big celebrations when they do the lifts, you think? Or it's like, okay,
I mean,
write it down. And
I think for the most part, it looks like a lot of it is just like martial arts. Like when someone PRs in a martial art, there's no like, what are you PRing in? You see what I'm saying?
Except if it's like the artistic, the tricking stuff, right?
Yeah, but you know, you can imagine like a dojo type environment when they train. That's what a lot of weightlifting gyms end up looking like. It's just almost like a martial arts studio is what it feels like when you're in there.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like in jiu-jitsu, if you've been learning a move and then you roll and then you finally understand how to apply it in the real situation when you're rolling, you're like, oh, okay. That's more your reaction than like, yes,
I just PR'd a jiu-jitsu move.
Yeah, dude, that was a Kimura. Relax. That's funny. I talked to Cut today, actually.
Yeah?
You know about the question about the treadmill earlier, the Eco Racer? Well, I asked Cobb, and then he answered first, so I guess I just paid cash. I kept the Bitcoin because Cobb will never say, like, no, sell Bitcoin, you know? But it's fine. I'll have it at some point. It's going to be right beside my bed, behind my couch.
What can you buy? What I mean, is Bitcoin accepted very many places now? Because
more and more.
When you had the option to pay Bitcoin or cash, I was like, you don't often get the chance to pay with something in Bitcoin. So
Ferrari now accepts it. Ferrari accepts Bitcoin, supposedly.
Really? Ferrari does?
Yeah, I mean, more and more things will do it. And now in the U.S., the reason why it went up, the Bitcoin right now, did you check Bitcoin lately? Did you check?
It's up a little, yeah.
Yeah, it's up. So the reason why it's up, I heard, is that somewhere in New York where they do like finance stuff, there's a EFT or something that's being approved, like a Bitcoin EFT that's being approved. So people are getting excited about that. And also
interesting.
Yeah. Do you know what EFTs are?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that much, but it's with trading and stuff. So and there's also the Bitcoin halving that's happening. So they'll only half the Bitcoin being the mined will be distributed than now in April. So Bitcoins will be the production will be lower and more rare starting April.
Wait, doesn't it get more and more rare incrementally all the way until like 2,134?
Yes, and that is the finite amount. But let's say they give, I don't know, 4 Bitcoin a day. I'm saying that right now. And there's only X amount remaining. They're giving 4 a day right now. Well, in April, they will only give 2 a day until you reach the amount. And then in a few years, it will be 1 a day. You understand?
Yeah.
So there's a halving happening in April, Cobb told me.
Okay.
You can actually, I
don't know. Last time it was halved.
Do a quick Google.
Actually, it's 34,000 right now, USD.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. But when was the last time BTC was halved?
It was May 2020.
Oh, wow. It was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
2020.
The reward for mining started at 50 Bitcoin per block when Bitcoin was released in 2009. The amount drops half each time a new halving takes place.
It just means it's going to keep going up in value.
What is the frequency of halvings?
I don't know.
Every 4 years, roughly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that people are getting excited about that. They're putting money into it because, like, I don't know. But the thing is that it might be Cobb said, like, what word did he use? Did he say, he didn't say a green dildo on a chart, but it's something that you would say that. He said something else. He said like another thing, but he also said that right now there's a lot of people saying good stuff about Bitcoin. There's like the Bitcoin spring coming up because people will talk good news. So everybody that was depressed and lost stuff like that happened like during COVID and stuff, you know, and people were like even passed away from like suicide stuff like that happened then too. But now it seems like people are getting over all that stuff and people are talking more about like Bitcoin again in a more positive way, I find.
Yeah.
So that's part of the Bitcoin spring. But that's what Cobb said. But Cobb has didn't really been wrong so far.
Yeah.
With all that stuff. He hasn't been wrong. So
I remember when I found out he got into it, it was like 2006 or 7, and there's a picture of him in like this Bitcoin conference, like shaking hands with a Bitcoin guy. This is back like, almost 20 years ago. And then I remembered how much he was into it. And then fast forward to the future, it's like, oh shit, Cobb was like so into Bitcoin for ethical reasons. You know, when you're into something for an ethical reasons, like you honor it, like, like it's not an investment form. It was like, like his religion, like he had to support the planet by investing in this cryptocurrency. So if you're that guy when it came out, imagine where you're at now.
I know. Good move. It's a good move, right? So who knows what the future holds? That's the thing. Like some people probably sold it like before or like when it went down, oh god, they didn't sell it or they didn't buy. People always or like they always want Bitcoin when it's up, never when it's down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's interesting. The Bitcoin stuff. It's like,
do you buy any of the other currencies?
I used Ethereum a little bit.
Yeah.
But not really. I just like, you know, if I have Bitcoin, I just keep that. I don't have a lot, obviously. Yeah, there's this. It's nothing like life changing at all. But I just leave it there. You know, just leave it there, and maybe like when I'm 60 years old, it might be like, who knows, right? Yeah.
When's the next time you travel? Oh, wait, the Olympia. That's right.
Olympia. Yeah. And
then when's the next time you're traveling? Oh, yeah.
With you.
Yeah, we do the road
together.
Trip, yeah.
But after that,
I get to see that van this weekend. My dad's coming up to show me.
Oh, we're going to see for the first time.
Yeah. But you said after that, what?
After that, we're going to do a road trip. And then after that, actually, I was going to say that after that, I'm actually like zoned in and I don't move until my show.
Okay.
Maybe, no, Christmas. Christmas with my mom, but I'll bring my meals. That's easy to do. But other than that, it's like just full prep. I'm actually start my my prep Monday, actually. Some of this stuff Monday. You know, and and just like really sharpen even more the food. Because I've been like gradually doing it. You know, like on the weekend, I had ate a little bit more food because I lost weight. I do my, you know, I kind of adjust myself because I don't want to go under 280. I'm like, I don't need to be under 280 right now. So like when I'm like 285, I just eat up a little bit. So, yeah, because you've seen my diet. It's not a lot of food for us.
No, it's 4,200 calories a day, wasn't it?
Which is more, I think, 47, 46, I guess, because I round up some stuff, and still I'm strict, but like I'm not like prep strict. Usually when I'm 16 weeks out, from 16 weeks out to 2 weeks out, I'm like the same amount of strict. It's the same strict. You know what I mean? Maybe like I cut the cream out at 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out, but I think the last prep, I was like, let's see if I can hold on to cream in my coffee and still get shredded, and I'll just remove it when I'm not shredded.
So, yeah.
I was like 10 days out using cream, and then I just stopped. I was like, okay, this is it.
That's what I was doing, the artificial flavors or whatever, the little things I drink,
Yeah.
It's like I think I got to like 4 days out, and at that point I was like, I'll just cut everything at this point, and it was fine. That was the first year competing. That's when I realized, like, oh, these don't really affect your physique that much.
I guess not. You're right. At first I was like, no. I was kind of like against it at some point. Remember that? I was like, no, I only drink real water, and I had the filtered water. And then you said that won't last. It's too complicated. I was like, no, I'll do it forever. I haven't been doing it since I met Taylor.
So Antoine's
I haven't been doing it. You were right. Oh, you were right. I might do it again for the prep, but it's like if you travel, you're right. It's like you're not gonna bring your thing. It's like, I've been drinking sink water.
In Toronto and the Burlington area, the sink water's not too bad. In fact, you can take a cold shower, and it's a cold shower. You take a cold shower in Florida in the summertime, or the Southeast in the United States in the summertime. It's not a cold shower, man.
What? That's so strange.
It's colder up north.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's really big difference.
I was getting like sink water at the gym for my pre-workout, whatever, my bowl of water. And Doran's mom was like, don't drink that. Like, what? Drink this. It was like a giant, like, Brita looking thing in the gym. Now they use for like the coffee, which is good for coffee. But I was like, really? Like, she was like really against the sink water at Burlington. And she's been living here for years. So it got me worried for a sec. But then I was like, that blood works fine. You know, that's the thing. Okay. Listen to that. Sometimes when you buy organic, like, oh my God, the phthalates. What the fuck is a phthalate? And also, can I test for phthalates in my bloodstream? Imagine that. Imagine if there's a test that you can test for a marker in your blood work. That's like, you will see if you have microplastic or phthalates or whatever the fuck it is. When you don't buy organic, you have in your food, right? Okay, cool. Even if the test costs $600, then you realize that, it makes no difference if for 2 months I eat organic or if I eat not organic. I don't have any phthalates in my bloodstream. Then you start buying normal food that's not organic. You save hundreds for the rest of your life.
Here's the other thing you did. There's another angle at it. You can look at it. You could test for these weird fucking chemicals in your body, and they're there, and then you can cut everything fucking out, and they're still probably going to be there because you're getting it from a place you can't avoid. You know what I mean?
I know. Like, who knows? Like clothes.
I don't know. Like the new ones you're wearing. What is that?
Yeah, maybe that, because that's pretty stretchy. Maybe that's full of phthalates.
The phthalates. Antoine, the phthalates.
I'm getting phtalated. I'm getting phthalated.
The shirt is phtalating you.
Oh my God. I'm getting phthalated. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound good at all. Right in the phthalates. Yeah, man. So
no, actually, there is one instance where I did have a problem with environmental chemical when those Nalgene things first came out in 2006.
What's that?
Why is 2006 a year here, man? It's like every fucking year that we're
okay.
They were the first Nalgene containers, so they weren't BPA free.
They were not.
No, they're not. So now everything's BPA free. I was drinking out of those, like that's the only thing I was drinking out of, and I got gyno, dude. I got gyno over here, and this was 2 years before I ran.
Whatever. Yeah. So wait a minute. What's the thing you were drinking out of?
It was just like a fucking Nalgene container, a big plastic thing.
What's Algene?
Nalgene was the brand. So
it was like a shaker cup.
There was this new type of plastic that came out. Yeah. And, now everything's BPA free. But like whatever was in that was about the only thing I could think of that would have caused that. I was lean as shit. And then I stopped drinking out of them, and it kind of like went away.
Huh. What about is it like the T-Nation bottles they had?
Oh,
those white
things,
bottles?
Yeah.
It was a good idea, but I wish the hole was bigger.
I think those are BPA free.
Yeah, so, but it's
yeah.
I feel like in my head it would be something like that. Some cool bottle that came out, not BPA free. Yeah,
I don't see anyone in the gym with those T-Nation jugs anymore. Remember, I had one for a little bit, and they're just like a big fucking plastic science thing that makes you feel like you're cool to put all your science ingredients in before your workout. But I've never seen anyone else in the gym with those. Have you?
No, years. I think Christian Thibodeau still writes for them.
What'd you say?
You know Chris Tib?
Chris Thibodeau, yeah.
Yeah, I think he still writes for them. Didn't John Meadows wrote for them like a long time ago?
Yeah, it was funny when he was telling me about the parts that they ghost wrote.
Really?
Oh, of course, yeah. So the way it would work would he'd submit an article and then he'd read it when it was live, and all the ad copy for all their fucking products were like written as if it was him, and he's like, I didn't write that.
That's not cool.
Well, I mean, that's everywhere in this industry, but it was on that website too,
That's hilarious. Yeah, he writes like, and then it seems like it's you writing, and then it's like, oh, did Juji tag team with ChatGPT for that paragraph? What's going on?
Yeah.
Why does he love like?
But you read the article. This is, if anyone has read articles online, Jesus, I don't know, people just watch videos these days, and it's like written by John Meadows, and it's just like you're reading it, and it's like you're reading his training, and it's written in his voice. It's like he wrote it, and then all of a sudden it jumps into like, and I take Flame Out 2 caps for my evening last meal to reduce inflammation from this workout, because I can't get on to the next workout unless I have my Flame Out before bed to reduce inflammation with this fucking magic fish oil.
Oh no.
And it's just like, yeah, he was like, yeah, I didn't write any of that crap. It just popped in there when I saw it go live.
That's funny. Man, didn't John have this supplement company? He teamed up with who was it?
Well, he owned his own company at the end called Granite,
but before that, remember I think he was with the guy from Blackstone. Oh, fuck, I should know this name. Aaron
Singerman.
No, the other guy. Oh my god,
PJ Brown.
Yes. Why would I forgot that? I said his name today. PJ Brown. I think PJ Brown and John Meadows teamed up, and then something happened with a formula or something, and then he did Granite by himself.
Okay. Yeah.
You hear about that?
Not with him.
Not with him. I think his product wasn't like the stuff that was in there or something like that. It was something weird. Something happened. Then he did Granite.
There's a lot
Is Granite still around?
Yeah. I think Granite's still around. Yeah, there's still sponsored athletes and everything. I mean, for a company to be able to sponsor athletes means it's,
they're doing well.
They're doing okay, yeah. So
yeah, that's cool. You ever thought about doing I guess not.
The answer's already no.
No, because I was going to say like an energy drink, but Rain is like it's there to stay, and they're already doing it perfectly. So go on Raid.com and check out their new products and upcoming beverages.
Okay, but... you ready for some favorite oxymorons?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, how about mercy killing?
Yeah, that doesn't work.
How about wireless cable?
Wait, that doesn't exist though. Wireless
cable.
Huh. Keep going.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't,
like shooting with a gun, you're taking fire, friendly fire.
Yeah, it's not very friendly.
How about death benefits?
Death benefit. That's insurance, right? Oh man.
Here's the last one. Holy war.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Those two words don't go together.
Yeah, let's not talk about friendly fire and holy war right now.
How about okay? Well, I'll finish on a different one then. Open secret.
It's not a secret.
Right.
It can't
exactly.
be a secret. Everybody knows it. Oh, it's an open secret. Well, it's not a secret then.
I don't know.
Oh, I remember now. That's the thing. I was because I would like to have, how Prime has this like hydration product. It's like tastes good. It's very simple. It's a bunch of potassium in a bottle with sucralose. I'm like,
I think so.
Wait a minute. Why couldn't we do something like that if we just know where to produce it? If we call this something else, and we actually make it so it's not just coconut powder in it. Because Prime is really good, but like, why is it just 700 milligrams of potassium? It's just potassium. There's barely any sodium. It's just a bunch of potassium. Like you're getting a whole coconut every time. You ever check the formula?
Is it that bad?
It's not. It's good if you need potassium. Prime formula.
Well, if you need potassium, it's good. Makes sense, Antoine. Yeah, Prime Energy Drink has caffeinated versions and uncaffeinated.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the one that's like just hydration.
Prime hydration. Yeah, there it is.
Ew. Sometimes there's ads with sound.
You're right. There's just a bunch of potassium. They actually put potassium in there. It's not just coconut powder. There's literally fucking potassium in it with no sodium. That is weird. I mean, for electrolyte drink, you'd want both, man.
Yeah, look, where is it? Potassium, 700 milligram. Okay, so 700 milligram here. And where's the sodium?
10. It's on the main label up top. Higher.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, how?
I don't know why you would do that.
So one of my clients, okay, she has like issues with her kidneys, and there's something going on with it from birth, right? And she always dry and stuff, and she's like super lean, and she never retains like any sort of fat, and she's like looks like sometimes dehydrated. She was drinking the one of those a day or two, and then she started like retaining water a lot, and she was not feeling good. Her kidneys were failing from drinking Prime, because it was like I can drink Prime once a day, I'll be fine. You can too, but that's why it says on the bottle maximum one a day. So when I read that, yeah, Dr. Jackson told me, like, be careful with those freaking drinks, because there's so much. So sometimes when there's so much potassium, it's like the body has to work a lot, and then might not be the best thing. You need a balance of sodium and potassium, which is surprising because you would think like the mistake would be, there's not enough potassium, there's just salt in there. But they went like way the other way.
Yeah. Usually I'm having to add foods in to get potassium because I eat like 10 grams. I eat 2 milligrams of sodium per kilocalorie I eat. So it's like I eat 5,000 calories a day. So I eat 10 grams of salt a day. So I like to keep the ratio like 2 to 1. So then I got to eat 5,000 milligrams of potassium. Where do I get it from? Potatoes and spinach mainly.
Yeah. So you actually calculate that. That's pretty cool. But like, so let's say if you want to just drink like Prime, because I was like, one day I had 3. I was like, oh, these are good. Calorie free. These are good. I feel like I'm cool because of Logan Paul. And then I
what did you just say? I feel like I'm cool because of
Logan Paul. That's the whole thing. It's like, it's a cool drink. It's a cool thing to have Prime. Like there's kids around, like kids like holding Prime in their hands just because it's Logan Paul, right? Good marketing, because I bought it just because it tastes good and like it's a cool thing right now. But I loved it so much. I was drinking 3 a day. Then I was like, oh, that's not good. I shouldn't drink all this potassium. Yeah. Right. So then in my head, I'm like, man, if I could just make that myself, I don't have enough manpower to make it big, Like you could make your own like hydration product and make it really cool. Go to different stores and just have it there. Just a lot of work, right? But so I'm thinking like, what would be the markup on that? It's water, sucralose, and sodium and potassium, dude.
It'd be good. I mean, the markup on canned energy drinks is probably out of the fucking moon too.
And C-Bomb did his own energy drink now.
What's it called?
C-Bomb.
I did not see this news.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you.
Is it called? I want to make up a clever name for it.
Oh, it's called Bum Energy.
Oh, nice. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Bum Energy.
See that?
Does it have an Instagram? There it is. Bum Energy.
It's on the screen right now. Look, see the colors?
Wow.
I love the colors. I love the layout. I think it's really original. It's kind of retro, but also like new age. Is that an oxymoron? Retro, new age?
Retro, new retro, yeah.
Yeah.
C-Bum has his own.
They even got babes on cars, babes on Lambos. Girl in a bikini drinking bum. Well, typical like token girls for like ads. Perfect.
Yeah. I mean, you know, not the slight C-Bum for this, but it's like I kind of want to like make a product that was something I actually gave a shit about. It's like, did he wake up one day when he was like a teenager and it's like, fuck, I am passionate about making an energy drink company and selling drinks online, you know?
I don't know. I would do it. But the thing is that I would not do it now because I don't really drink energy drinks at the moment.
Yeah.
Because of blood pressure and stuff for me. So I would do more the hydration one. I would love to have that. Well, I don't know what would I call it though. The salt is the cure.
The salt. Bum energy.
Good ad.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool.
It's 110 milligram of caffeine. It's not too much. It's like a big cup and a half of strong coffee.
That means you can have 3 of them, and
during
then
the day,
you know, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and then you market it with like, oh, there's a truck, outdoors activities. There was a clubbing scene too.
Yeah.
Oh, yoga, sports, gym, club. See that? Bum energy. Yep. Man, my favorite color is this one here. Where is it? I like the picture. There's one picture I really like. This one. I like this one. Cool picture. Look at the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're cool.
So I know it's cool, but
I
would
wonder how
like
long
to
he's
have
had this. I do wonder how long he's had this going.
This
year. It started March 14th.
Yeah. So he has that. He has a clothing now also. Yeah, it's cool. That's an old Bronco with one of his ads. I like it.
I wonder if you could put nicotine in drinks in the U.S. Did you know about that?
Dude, I thought about this.
So in Japan, actually in Japan, it's very common. A lot of the drinks have nicotine in them. But in the U.S., I don't think I've ever seen a drink with nicotine. So I'm wondering if you can actually even put it in a canned drink in the U.S.
A nicotini is any alcohol drink which includes nicotine as an ingredient. Is modeled after the word martini in the fashion and such of drinks is as the apple teeny. So it's like a nicotini is a alcohol with nicotine in it.
I don't think alcohol and nicotine is as good a combo as alcohol and caffeine.
No, I know. I mean, yeah, or caffeine and nicotine together.
Yeah, caffeine and nicotine do go together. I don't.
Yeah.
I never like. I don't know. I don't know why you'd want to combine alcohol and nicotine. That would be kind of gross.
It's kind of dumb.
It'd make you feel shitty. Well, people drink and smoke all the time. Why didn't I think of that?
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to stop smoking. So
wow.
Start drinking.
Tunnel vision there for a second. Yeah. Yeah, there's all sorts of people that fucking smoke cigars or smoke cigarettes and drink.
Liquid smoking right here. That's bad advertising. What's the flavor of that? Liquid smoking.
It looks like a
I'll drink to satisfy cigarettes. Liquid smoking.
I'd rather just fucking chew the gum, man.
I'm chewing gum right now.
I should drink these fucking liquid smoking. Is that a picture, or are you actually on Amazon?
And I'm on Amazon right now.
Oh, I thought you were going through Google Images.
I was.
I guess you can buy these nicotine drinks on Amazon, huh?
Oh, look at this. Nicotine EP.
What the fuck is that?
That's something you'd own for some reason. I feel like you would own this for some reason.
It looks like, yeah.
Dude, it exists. It exists. Leon. Buy a nicotine drink.
Oh, no.
Mortal Kombat. Energy drink by Carlitos, Mortal Kombat Scorpion. I don't know. Oh, nicotine, 1,000 UG per ml. Methanol, 1 ml ampoule, $51.
Is that injectable nicotine?
I guess. Free delivery.
Maybe it's just you extract it out of there and then just use it for something else. I don't know. Maybe like you make nicotine brownies, you know? like weed brownies, but that's like, you know, you draw that up and you put that in a big batter there. I don't know.
That's hilarious.
I feel like I should know this, but I don't know. Yeah,
that's funny. Nicotine brownies.
I don't know what the major customer for that is. Okay.
What about nicotine jelly?
Oh, it's fucking terrible. Hey, do you remember caffeinated soap?
I think
like Shower Shock. It was called Shower Shock. Yeah. Go look up that. Go to Google Images and go type in Shower Shock soap. And you're supposedly being able to absorb the caffeine through the skin or something. I don't know if you actually can. Shower Shock soap. Yeah.
Oh, the brain fart protector. Okay.
Go down. There's nothing there. Huh. Is this products? Go to images.
Images.
Current. Yeah, it's a. There it is.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Shower Shock, caffeinated
does
soap.
It work?
I don't know. I remember that was on one of those geek websites back in the day. They actually had caffeinated bacon, caffeinated gum.
What?
I don't know what the caffeinated bacon was about, but yeah, it's caffeinated bacon.
This one?
It might be, yeah. Awaken with bacon.
Dog food.
No, what the fuck is that? I don't know.
That's chocolate with caffeine. I don't know about that. I bought it before when I was driving.
I don't know. They sold caffeinated bacon strips. I don't know where that product is, though.
Caffeinated bacon as a spice? Dude, there's so many weird stuff out there.
Yeah.
If they sell this, they have to sell nicotine drinks.
I mean, they probably sell.
What is the law on nicotine?
This is also
drinks?
Stupid.
I know it's at the end of the
Monster
podcast.
Energy Ham. I just saw that.
I see it. Oh,
Monster Energy Ham.
Oh my god. It's sandwich meat. Caffeinated sandwich meat. Dude. Where are we? Is this real?
I don't know.
I feel like it could be in the U.S. for some reason.
Caffeinated sandwich meat.
0 sugars, 500 milligrams sodium, 0.5 of fat. Dude, it's a good. There's no fat or sugars in there.
So I had a thought today. I want your first reaction to this. Okay, you know.
Oh wait, I think it's fake. 1 sec. 150 milligram per slice.
Of course, it's fake, man.
That can't be real.
Could be an April Fool's joke.
Yeah, maybe.
Remember how companies do funny shit for April Fools? Could have been that.
Yeah, like the mug from there was this dumbbell mug I wanted.
Yeah.
And every time I try to buy it, it's sold out in like a
from
minute.
Alico?
Yeah, and the website crashed. People are so pissed off in the comments. Like, it seems like nobody got one.
It's because it was an April Fool's, or
no, but it's like they did it without April Fools. They did it like recently, like 2 weeks ago. I tried to like buy one. It didn't work. I was trying to refresh. I put in my calendar. A week in advance. I put a calendar, the date, the time it was on the website. I went there. The website was crashed for like an hour and a half. I went back. It was sold out. What the fuck?
I had an idea for an April Fool's joke for my company next year. You know, smelling salts.
Yes.
I was gonna make an April Fool's injectable
Oh my god!
And I'd make it look real. Like I'd post on it, be like injectable not available.
Ampules, do ampules.
Ampules, yeah. You know they stopped making those.
What?
The amps you can't get them anymore. Yeah, you can't buy them anymore.
Oh.
So if you have any saved up, that's it, and they'll last years and years and years, 20, 30, 40 years probably. But
like Bitcoin.
If you got any of those little crackable ampules, you're not going to be able to get them anymore.
Like crypto gear. Crypto gear. Dude, I think we should make our own nicotine drink.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Jujitoine.
Jujitoine.
You could be nicotine. I'll be caffeine.
Yeah. Yeah. Nicofine.
Nicofine?
Nicofine. Instead of Red Bull, let's choose another animal or another color.
Red Bull? Oh, orange goat? That's the first thing that popped
Orange
in my
goat.
head. Blue
goat.
possum?
Blue possum. And what would it be? The logo would be, where's my little possum? Here.
It'd be like a...
It would be this with like sunglasses and a cigarette in his mouth.
And it would be blue. With a cigarette in his mouth?
Or maybe his eyes would be like wide open with a cigarette in his mouth.
You think this is a stupid idea, but shit, Camel cigarettes are a real thing, man. It's a camel smoking a cigarette with sunglasses.
You're right. Oh, fuck, it's been done before. Orange goat.
Hey, it means our idea was good, right?
Blue possum sounds cool.
Blue possum.
Yeah, blue possum. Orange goat is kind of funny.
I just thought of this. It's like there's probably a lot of example. White Snake, the band.
You're right. A white snake.
Yeah.
Huh. A bald eagle. That's not a color, but
bald eagle. Red Eagle.
Red Eagle.
Isn't that a bad guy corporation in some sort of fucking movie or something? I don't know.
Maybe. Redskins.
Yeah.
The baseball racist team. What else? I don't know. I think your comedian guy would be good for this right now.
Yeah. You want to wrap this up on that note?
Yeah, let's just do a random page and read a sentence.
Okay. Well, a random fuck soccer moms.
Fuck soccer moms.
I don't know. That's what it says.
That's it. That's what it says. So we're gonna close on that. Fuck soccer moms, in like literal or like fuck, like tell them to go away. You know, like screw them.
I don't know.
Or like screw them. Wink, wink. You know,
slap a dead person.
What are these? What are these called? Expressions?
I don't know, but the book is fun.
It's a great book.
Yeah,
this guy is really smart. He's smart.
Yep. So
That's cool.
What was that page? See shit like this. It's people who should be phased out. Guys who always harmonize the last few notes of Happy Birthday. Guys
phased
who
out means killed.
Yes. Guys who wink when they're kidding.
Oh my god.
I don't know this. Oh, athletes and coaches who give more than 100% should be phased out.
Oh no!
Give it 110%.
Oh yeah, I get it. There's a guy at the gym. Every time he walks by, everybody goes like this.
Yeah, guys who wink.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe and comment. See you next time. Hey, you made it to the end. Congratulations. And now you will have to hear my outro. This is the IFBB AMA channel, obviously, so there's a lot more on here. Make sure you browse around, watch some videos, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to check out our host website, our main website, ifbbama.org, where all the cool exclusive stuff is on there, including like uncensored stuff that's not posted here. So check out the website. Thanks for watching. See you next time.